Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Hakudash. Double honors to our apostles of GMS, who the Lord set up to teach his truth with sincerity. I'm Yalak Mara'ah from the sheep of Berea camp. Special salutations to the elder Dawan Mayim, camp head Karak Al-Kahan, and Akrab Shapat. All right. Entitled this video, The Lord Programmed Us with the Dream. We must possess the dream. Okay. The Lord programmed, when you go into Abraham, right? Father of faith, he was programmed with a dream of a promise of having a seed in which the Lord will make a covenant with, in which he will provide a land with, in which the Abraham will be the father of many nations. Okay. Abraham was possessed with the dream. He had visions. He went forward. He executed. All right. He put work in, all right, towards that dream. The Most High programmed us with the same dream. This is Job. Salaki, this is Job, chapter 33, verse 15. In the dream. All right, let's look at this. Let's see if we could go into that word dream real quick. Prophetic meaning, ordinary. Kalam. All right, doesn't really say much. All right, but in the dream, in the vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, when we were in the world and you were still being whatever you was being in the world, trying to be that rap artist, or you was just in the world focused on making money and trying to be a millionaire, all right? When that sleep fell upon you, all right, and the slumberings in the bed, the Most High gave you a dream. Then he, verse 16, then he openeth the ears of men, the spiritual side of your ears, and sealeth their instructions on what you going to do for that day. Okay, and the people that you about to meet, which is about to be a life-changing moment. Verse 17, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. Meaning the Most High puts the dream inside of us and causes us to move in the path that we're going in. Now that the Most High put us on this path and this truth, then guess what we should be doing? We should be trying to possess that, man, with our all, okay, with our all, okay, all right. Now, I want to get I actually want to go into I was listening to the dude E.T. He said something powerful, and you know he's a motivational speaker. Lord willing, they don't X out this video for me playing this clip. If so, I guess I gotta have to do it over. But I'm gonna play this real quick.
Ago with no money, no human resources, no building, no funding, no support. The first thing we did was we dreamed, we wrote the dream down, we slept the dream, we ate the dream, we rehearsed the dream, we looked at the dream, we talked about the dream, we slept with the dream, we woke up to the dream, we wore the dream, and now boom, it's our reality.
Right. And that's what we're doing inside this truth. And that's what we ought to do inside this truth. All right. This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 11. Let us labor. Because when you constantly putting that work in, don't you know when you work the job that you work at and you doing overtime and you go to sleep, that you dream about you working in that job? All right. Same thing on this side. When we laboring and you listening to the videos and you might fall asleep listening to a video, you start to have dreams around being around the apostles or other Akim from you know, that may have been doing videos that live across the states, across the four winds. All right, you start to have dreams about you doing the work, you getting spiritual powers. All right, that plays on you. So it said, let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest, for it to enter into that physical manifestation of what? The kingdom. All right, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. Because guess what? When you don't believe in that dream, guess what? You're going to fall short. You ain't going to go after it no more. You don't believe in it no more. Just like when you got a certain age and you was trying to be a ball player, you know, you said, shit, I know that happened with me. I was like in high school and I ain't played that last year, ball. I said, man, forget about this. You know, but in its truth, you got to keep laboring. Because to keep that dream active, you must labor to keep that dream active. You must watch these videos. You must read the scriptures. You got to kind of overconsume yourself with this truth. All right. Not when you off balance with it, but it constantly got to be inside of you. So you go to sleep, you have visions. All right. And that's a scripture. There's a scripture on that as well. Ecclesiastes 5:3. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business. All right. So when you put in so much cares or so much work, all right, you actually dream about that work that you're putting in. You know, one right here says the contemporary English version. If you keep thinking about something, you will dream about it. Right. When you say that, you know, don't go to sleep watching a certain television program because you're going to dream about it. Right. When you go to sleep, and that happened to me. When you go to sleep with these scriptures or hearing the apostles, you actually, man, have a dream. You out there preaching with the apostle. You be like, yo, you know, and it feel real. You see the other brothers of your camp out there. All right. So you got to possess that dream. And the Most High put us, he remember in Job 33, he programmed us to be on this path that we on this day. So the least we could do is possess the dream. All we got to do is labor, be inside of it, consume ourselves around it. All right. And I say that we're having a balance. I don't say to just be going out preaching on the highways every day. All right. 24/7. You know, of course, brothers got work. Of course, you know, you have a balance in this truth as well. But what I'm saying is that still have, when you got that time to read something, hear a video, keep yourself the same way that these ball players, man. Kobe Bryant would go to the gym late at night. He would shoot the ball with his eyes closed. Them dudes would dream about playing ball. Artists, they would dream about songs. I remember when I was into that little hip hop world, you would dream about songs and you would wake up and write out that song that you was dreaming about. You'd be like, yo, I was saying this in my dream. Yo, it came out. And you would try to come up with that same cadence. All right. Because when you give kids to those things, all right, you have dreams and then it physically manifests. So it's the same thing with this truth. Why we get lazy with this truth? Let's not be lazy with the truth, especially when this is the dream that the Most High has already set out and planned for us. This is an everlasting one. All right. They say the more you worry, the more likely you are to have bad dreams. If you're worrying about this truth, if this truth was on your mind, then you're going to have dreams about it. All right. Back to the King James Version. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business. All right. We ought to be about our Father's business. Right. In what's different ways? It might be being charitable for a brother, being there, calling a brother. That, you know, it might not just be watching thousands of videos or uploading thousands of videos. It might be calling on a brother, checking up on him. Hey, Shalom, Mark, how you doing? Yeah, let me run by. Yo, you good? Hey, I'm over here. You want something? You know, you meet up with the brother, quickly greet, boom. You know, you might chop it up for 30 minutes and it might refresh your spirit. All right. And that's constantly day in day. And when that's on your mind, you have dreams about it. All right. And that's that motivation. And then that's being kingdom minded. Right. Because you basically having a vision in your mind. 1 Corinthians 13:12. For now see through a glass darkly. Right. Meaning we wasn't able to see the whole thing. You know, we sometimes you might have dreams, you might not even understand it. All right. This truth. You know, you would see, it says, for now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face, we're going to see this thing clear. We're going to know everything. You're going to see the full kingdom. It ain't going to be like a dream or you know, or different thoughts. You're going to see it all for what it is. the Most High is going to give us 100. We're going to open up 100%. Says, now I know in part. All right. You know, we got it. Meaning we know in part. All right. About we have the 100% truth the apostles of GMS have, but knowing in part, we have 100% of what we need to know. Right. It says, I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. Right. So that man is going to be fully understood. The dream is going to come into a full, fully tangible. You can feel it. You can understand it. All right. Because when even Paul seen the kingdom, he couldn't even utter it in words. All right. He couldn't even utter it in words. Let's go into the word dream. Sequence of sensations or images passing through the mind of a sleeping person. So when you laboring in this thing so much, because your flesh could dream about you having sex with a woman. It could be dream about you fighting somebody. The flesh could just, you know, it just does its own thing in the dream world. But when you put yourself in this truth, man, you overpower that flesh. All right, with possessing this righteous dream. All right, this truth. All right, and you can have a sequence of sensational images passing through your mind. All right, while you sleeping, you still in tune with it. Like when you watch Doctor Strange, he was sleeping, but he was still studying. You know, sometimes you be asleep. You be like, you still hearing the apostles, and you be like, yo, man, it's a few times that happened to me, you know. Now, you know, I'm not here to say big up dreams. All right, that's not the concept of the sit down. The concept of the sit down is to labor. All right, to labor to possess that the dream that the Most High put in us, which is the kingdom, this truth, to possess it. Okay, because really we only seeing it. Okay. What in our mind, we're seeing it in this state. All right. You're not physically seeing the kingdom. Abraham didn't physically see, wasn't able to physically see the multitude of nations that will come after him. All right. He wasn't able to physically see, well, he was passing through these lands, but he didn't actually see, all right, the whole breakdown of where Manasseh would be. He didn't even know what the 12 tribes names would be. All right. So he didn't physically see that. Okay. But that dream that it was inside of him, and he went after that. And that's what the Most High possessed him with, put inside of. He programmed him with that. And he went forward to possess it, man. And he believed. And there's a lot of times where Abraham fell down and, you know, the Most High, he gave him visions, man. And the Most High was dealing with him because he believed. So the Most High showed him more. So that's like where the 400 years of vision came to him, because he was like, all right, well, listen, I'm going to let you know this, because Most High was supping with Abraham, man, because what he believed in that dream that the Most High gave him. He believed, all right, in the Most High's word. All right, he believed in the Most High's word. This is Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, all right, when you can't see it, all right, when you can't have it in your head program, all right, you ain't dreaming about this thing, all right, you ain't hoping in it, all right, the people perish. And that's why 2/3 of our people was perished. They lost faith. They gave up. They went to just be homosexuals. They went and started to just be whores and thoughts and gangbangers, and Crips and folk nations and Pop Smokes. All right, Little Uzi Verts. All right, they the vision. There is no vision. All right, for them to be priests. All right, prophets. All right, noble. Okay, that's not that. They don't see that vision. All right, and where it said, the scripture say again, where there is no vision, the people perish. All right. So being that we got this dream and we got to possess it, and we got to move. And when we moving like that, we inspire people. What you think? How you think these young jakes inspired to play ball? Because they seen Michael Jordan. They seen, man, it was he didn't just give up. He didn't make a certain team. He wasn't the #1 draft. He just kept going. He just kept going until he became this great big figure. Now, of course, he's idolized, but he became this great big figure. All right. And what? That inspired other young so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans to labor to somehow reach that status as well. All right, so this walk we on is not even just for yourself; it's to inspire another. All right, when you consumed in that dream and you following it, you inspire others. Well, look at Lot. Did the dream come to Lot? No, it came to the Lord came to Abraham, but Abraham was so, man, he was so on his own. Think about that. Somebody come to you. Lot, Abraham was living in this land for 75 years, right? Lot was living for, a certain amount of years as well. I'm not sure his exact age. I know Abraham was 75 years old when he dipped out of there, out of Ur of the Chaldees, right? So you got to think about that. How did Lot look at Abraham to say, you know what, I'm packing and I'm leaving this place? How did he look at him to go forth to a promise? All right. How could Abraham have explained that to him? He just had to be so possessed with that dream, with that vision, with that word the Most High gave him, that it was so convincing on the Lot that he came with him. And left everything back there. They didn't return back there. You don't hear about Lot and them, you know what, well, we're going to go back and check. No, that was it. Lot ended up over in the land of Sodom, right? And Sodom and Gomorrah, okay, and left later on, all right, when the Most High destroyed it. But look, he was, man, that however he seen Abram, it inspired him, and that's the point I'm trying to get at. You moving with this, seeing it, going out there in the highways and byways, and holding on and being possessed with this thing, it inspired others. And they might be, damn, these guys always come out. These guys be on fire. These guys, man, they seem to be happy. They, the money's not make. They just happy to be out there. They reading the word. Damn, man, what's inside that word? Maybe I got to get down with this thing. And what's in it? And that's how that, he had to inspire Lot, man. Lot had to be inspired, man. Through the Spirit, he was inspired. Abraham was on fire, man. He got up and he just left that thing like he never even known about it, like he never lived there, like he just spent one day there and kept it pushing and went through these different situations, all right, with these heathens, all right, and it was famines going on, and the Lord blessed him, and man, he just kept going forward, and he kept going forward. When you read about Abraham in Genesis, right, the 12th chapter, all right, and going on down, and the Most High just kept increasing him, and kept increasing him, and kept increasing him. And I mean, Lot, before he was just increasing, he believed, and then he got to see it. And he was like, yo, this is the truth. But guess what it all started with, man? It all started with him being programmed with that dream and actually going forth to possess it, man. Lord willing, this was edifying, man. Hebrews 4:11, let us labor therefore to enter into the rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. All right? So with that being said, call Loyim La Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah Ba'ashim Akakadash, and double honors to the apostles of GMS. Okay. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. And Shalom. I'm just checking, Father. I did miss one. This is the last one, Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinketh in his heart, all right, as you think in your heart, in your mind, all right, what they call that, sometimes you could be daydreaming. The prophet sat there and daydreamed, meditated on the laws, meditated on the word, meditated on our precepts, as King David would say, all right, as Isaac did. He went out and meditated. All right, it's a practice. This is something our forefathers did. Meditated. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So you got to be able to possess that vision. I remember the elder would say, man, he would read the book of Maccabees, and he started to think he was a Judas Maccabees, but that's how you got to be, man. Now, not to say that the elder's saying that he's Judas Maccabees, but understand the point, man. You get in tune with this thing, man. You you kind of possess those feelings in the scriptures, man, and that's how it ought to be, and it keeps you motivated. It gives you faith that Most High gonna deliver me out the situation. How he, it don't matter about them, because Judas Maccabees and them, they was going against these dudes, and they was outnumbered. They was totally outnumbered. But every time the Most High was back in a play, and he would put it, man, Most High would strike lightning, and he tell Judas to blow that horn. And them dudes in the other nations would like hearts would tremble and they would be faint and they'd come charging at them. Most High be throwing boom, boom, like, and then they just slew all of them, man. All right, so you reading them stories, man, and get inside your spirit, your mind, your psyche. All right, for as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. All right. Anyway, but that being said, shalom.